7.
107.
Yeah.
And calculation is really about measurement.
Uh-huh.
Measurement, my background is measurement. My wife sometimes tells me, don't bring your M and E things here. Your M and E things here.
Shouts out to you, Becky. Yeah.
Yeah, so being able to measure what you are doing, the progress that you're making, is very, very important.
Measurement.
Sometimes you're just flying into the year, 31st comes, bang, tusimbude, mugenda wawelu, you know. So you go wawelu. After wawelu, you must be able to sit down
and say how far did we go?
Yes, last year, how was last year? Measurement, calculate how was last year. I had 12 months. How much money did we make? Did I
How
make?
much did we lose?
Even as a family, say, how much money did we lose? How much did we grow? This year, what do we need to learn? For me, I stopped these whole milestones of buy this, do this, do this. I look at it as, what do I want to be this year? This year, I want to be consistent. This year, I want to be more faithful. This year, I want to be this, because in those things, you find results. So measurement, being able to set, I hear people do these New Year's resolutions. So set the broad goals, you know. They set the resolutions. I will stop drinking outside, but then
the baby steps, those
baby steps, yes. I'll stop going to this bar, or I'll stop seeing so and so. I will start to do A, B, C, D. So you have those goals and say, by March, I should have bought a plot of land. By December, end of year, I must have finished my school. Those kind of things.
And how are you measuring that?
And then you look at the day that you have, the week that you have. So a month, living in time blocks. Living in time, because people ask me, how are you able to do all these many things at the same time? Because I have 24 hours, so I get a notebook and I portion that notebook into 2, the page, and then say, mechanical. Today I have to do ABCD, ABCD, ABCD. EML, I have to do ABCD. Legit transport, I have to do ABCD. This kind of thing, I have to do ABCD. Then you break down those tasks and at the end of the day, be hard on yourself. Of course, sometimes things fall through the cracks. Maybe you're sick, maybe something fell up, you have a function and something like that. But being able to know that, even knowing that I've not achieved what I had to achieve this week.
It's a measurement, and at the back of your mind, you know, we need to work twice as hard tomorrow.
Yes, backlog. Even at work, by the way, you have assignments, but then you don't have a board where you monitor what you're doing. You get reminded by people that need those things from you. So this year, to encourage people to just measure, to calculate how much time you have, even outside of your work, because a lot of people actually spend less time at work. So you spend maybe 7-8 hours at work, then you have the rest, 24 out of 7 out of 24. How many hours have remained? What are you going to do with those hours? People ask, when you write books? Like, man, I have
portioned the hours.
You have portioned the hours and say, every night or every Wednesday, I will write. Every this, I will read to be able to build my knowledge. So
when Abzo comes with the car, it's like, man, wait, to get into Wednesday night, you're like, ha.
I cannot make it. Now, like me, I've also created these sort of cycles. I know Monday morning, I couldn't make a commitment because I have a work meeting. Tuesday evening, I have a work meeting. Thursday, I have this thing. So I realize that if someone says, hey, I want us to do this, I'll be like, okay, Monday after 11 or Tuesday after this time. I know sort of it has to be a cycle in your head. Saturday, I'll be at the garden.
And is that what the Bible says, to teach us to number our days?
Exactly. Sometimes we're just living for... okay, people will say, but that's being too hard on yourself. I mean, if you have big goals, then you better be hard on yourself.
Mind Talks, be fruitful.